Hi everyone, it's Catherine. Welcome to my channel, Read Journal Love. And one of the things I've been wanting to do lately is mix inks. So last night I gave it a shot, and first one I did here, I was kind of wanting a mauve. And so like the first one I did, I mixed 3 of the Iroshizukus. And then I did I used Diamine on these 2. And I was just kind of playing around. And at first it looked like what I wanted, the mauve. But then when I went back a second time, it was a lot darker. So I'm like, okay, well, maybe I need to add a little bit more of the Yamaguri to make it lighter. So that's something I want to do today. I do really like the one I did with the Diamine here. It's a little bit more of like a brown pink, and I really like that. I don't know, I just called it Smoky Grape. But it's Diamine Ruby, Indigo, and Sepia. So I thought today we could do 2 and see what it's like. So all I have is I have a little thing of water and some paper towel, and I got these ink vials, and then you can get them on Amazon in a big bag of like 100 or something for a good price. And then I got these little pipette things, but this one has the measurements on it, and so I got these. They were really cheap. And then I have my swatching tools, the Pilot Iroshizuku medium nib, and then this Speedball B1 nib on their Speedball pin holder thing. Okay, so the first one I want to do is I want to use this Pilot Metropolitan in the orangey color. And so I'm just gonna fill an old cartridge and put it in. And then I want to mix Momiji, which is the red, with Toro, which is the yellow. Okay, sorry about that interruption. I thought I would go get my swatches. So I want to mix Toro, which is this really yellow color, with Momiji, which is the red. And it kind of has a little bit of some gold sheening to it. I don't know if you can see that. Hope I'm moving it right so you can. And then the Toro has a little bit of an orange halo sheen to it. So I'm hoping to get kind of a burnt orange that would look a lot like that. We'll see what happens, okay? So here's what I'm going to do. I am going to first have something underneath you. Let's switch to clean plate. Okay. So you want the empty vial, and then you want your 2 vials with your inks, and then your pipette. So, and then have your water off to the side. So first, we ought to decide, like, do we want more of the orangey or do I need more of the red? I think we should start with more of the yellow orange and add pop of red. So I don't know, that's just my thought. Neither of these are a shimmer or a sheen, so, or, you know, consider that. So I'm not gonna shake. But I'm kind of feeling like I look to see where I'm at. So I'm right in the middle of 25 and 50 milliliters here. And then I'm gonna take the empty one and just plunger it in. Okay. And then I'm gonna go to the water and kind of empty it out. Sorry, that's off screen. Then I am going to close my Toro and open the Momiji. I'm going to get my little pipette, and this time I'm gonna get under 20. Since I was between 50 and 25, I'm gonna get, like, you know, less than 25 because I just want a smidgen right now. Clean the pipette out as much as you can. Close your Momiji. Definitely don't want a red ink going around. Oh, wrong cap. We definitely don't want a red ink going all over the place. Keep it. Ink vial safety. I'm all about it. Okay. That's all I'm going to do right now. So we're going to close this up and shake it. It's still looking a little red to me. I don't know. What about y'all? So I'm going to shake it a little bit and get it mixed up pretty good. Open the vial. I'm going to take my Pilot Iroshizuku, what are these things? I have, when I get on this video thing, y'all, it's like my memory just goes away. Okay, and I just want to kind of just make a sample here. Okay, and see, what do we get here? To me, it needs a little, I don't know, what do y'all think? Maybe just a little bit more of the orange, or a little bit more red. I'm thinking I wanted a little bit more orange. So I am going to get the orange again, the Toro. Gotta open this one up, don't I? Because when you look, it's still pretty much like the sample of the Momiji. So I think I want a little bit more Toro, which is the yellow color. My end screen, barely. Okay, clean the pipette. Oh, I keep putting the wrong lid on the wrong bottle. Okay, put the Toro aside. Shake. Dip the nib. Let's try this one. Okay, what are we thinking, y'all? What are we thinking? Now it's a little bit more on the orangey side. So if we put our, oh gosh, I just hit the edge of the thing again. So if we put the Metropolitan up to them, really either would have worked. I think I would put a little bit Momiji in because I think that would pop off the flower part in the middle of the barrel here. that band that they have. So let's add a little bit more of the Momiji. Probably should have just left it, huh? Okay. A little bit more Momiji. Clean the pipette. I think the rain has started, y'all. Yep, it's coming down hard. Can you hear it? Probably just hear my fan. It's coming down pretty hard. I enjoy the sound of rain. Okay, now let's try it again, okay? Yeah, I think I like it with a lot more red in it. And here, I'll do it this way too. Yeah, I think this is the one. I think we're at a spot now where I like it. Yeah, I think it looks like more like a burnt orange now. It's a little bit more of the red. So we have about this much, which is a pretty good amount, you know. So I'm going to sit this down. And I forgot to get my syringe. Let's see if we can do it with a pipette or this thing. Yeah, I don't know, is this called a pipette? It's not getting anything. There it goes. I'm learning. Let's see if this will work. Okay, I think I'm pretty good. Okay, so we're gonna close this up. And I've just been keeping all these little bottles off to the side. I wanna use it, the little leftovers, and do a background in my ink journal to show this month of my June. This is my June ink play, or what I call pen play, or I don't know. So I just stick this in there and put the barrel on. You can always, if you'll fit, go in here and kind of put a little bit on the nib, you know, to get it going there. There's not a lot in there, but I did get a little bit on there. And then you can just like, am I in the thing? Ooh, I got some on my hand. This bad thing about those little vials is that it gets on the section sometime, and then I get my finger on it and it's like, oh, it's sticky and colors my finger. Okay, so let's just write the words. We'll see, like it's not yet totally in the feed, but I think it's doing okay for now. We'll let it get more in there, and at the end we'll come, when we do the next one, we can come back and see if it's gotten in the, but I think it looks pretty good right now, just from our beginning. Okay, so the next one, that was these two. And then the next one that I want to try is to mix my favorite Pilot Iroshizuku Ajisai with Murasaki Shikibu. I would love this ink a lot more if it was this but darker. So I think I want to do this one with a little bit of that one. And here are my swatches. So like here's Ajisai. I love it. I love this. There's more blue with a little bit of pink purple very blueberry-like, periwinkle, hyacinth, all that, to this Murasaki, which is more your vivid pop type color. And so we're gonna take these, see what comes out. I'll go a little quicker on this one since I've already kind of talked you through. And I want to put this in this clear Kaweco Perkeo, which I really like those pens. Okay, so again, we're gonna need an ink vial, and I'm gonna use, since I haven't really cleaned the pipette very well, I'm gonna use a fresh one for these since we got very different colors. Okay. So first I want more of the Ajaccio. So I am going to put in almost 50, probably 40 milliliters in here. Okay. You can probably hear my water over there. Okay, so I put about 40 of that. And then let's take the Murasaki Shikibu, which I just love that saying that. And okay, I've got some bubbles, but it looks like the top of the ink is about 15. So let's put that in there. So see, it was just like a couple drops basically, is what it felt like coming out. Ink file safety, put on the lid. I forgot on that one. Okay. And then I was like, I wonder if you can buy just shimmer, you know, to put in there. Wouldn't that be cool if I could add shimmer to this? Ooh, I would love it, love it, love it. If you know anything about that below, please, or know about it, please put it below. Because I would definitely want to try that. Putting some, like, maybe some gold or blue shimmer in here. Silver shimmer, something like that. Okay. So we put our amazing Pilot Iroshizuku nib in. Okay, it does still seem a little bit on the bright side. What do you think? I do like it though. I do like it. Can you see it? What do you think we should do? Let's put just a little bit more Ajaccio in it. About 3 more drops. I like the sound of that water coming out. The only one I have left to get of the Iroshizuku and the samples is the Fuyan Gyosuku, the gray. And so maybe some gray in here is what I need. But I don't have that one. I was just thinking. Maybe I should have waited to do this until my Van Ness order came in. Still feels a little bit on the bright, but I sure like it. What do y'all think? It's definitely better than just Muras. Let me see. How does Murasaki Shikibu look with this nib by itself? See, it's a lot more of the violet. So we have muted it down, which is what I wanted. And I really like it. It looks like very much like the periwinkle I want. So with the hint of the purple. So what does the Aegis-side look by itself with this nib and everything? Yeah, I think we've definitely done that. We have added a little bit more purple to it and left it kind of muted a little bit, especially that first one. So I think I'm just gonna leave it alone. Maybe I need to add just a little bit more of the Murasaki. Last night when I was doing it, I just remembered something I had been told, you know, just sometimes you just gotta leave it alone, you know, leave well enough good alone, or what is that phrase? You'll know what I'm talking about. Leave well enough alone. I think that's the phrase I'm thinking of. It's like in my head, but sometimes what's in my head doesn't make any sense. Okay. Let's try it now. Definitely have a lot more of the purple in there now, yet it still feels muted, especially as it dries. So here's what we had, and here's what I have now, which is a little bit more purple, and I'm liking it. And it's definitely got a little bit more blue than just Murasaki by itself. It's not a whole bunch of a difference, but it's fun for me, and I like it. I like it. I don't know. Is there another Iroshizuku line? Maybe if we put, let's just have some fun here. Maybe if we put in some of the, let's see here. Which one of these would y'all put in? Hana Akata. Hana Akata. I always want to sing it like the lion, like the Disney song. Hakuna Matata. Or Kosumosu. Which one? Let's put one of those in there. Let's put in, why not, Kosumosu. It's a little bit more like of a, we can maybe see a little bit more of the pink come out. Let's just do 1, 2 drops, 2 drops. 2 drops. Okay. And thank you to Laura in my pin group who had that sample on the freebie table. Can't get that anymore. So I'm using it sparingly, but I'm still having fun with it. Okay, let's see what that did. Ooh, that just kind of made it more purple. I still like it though. But we're still, it's like we're not moving. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna leave well enough alone. And we're gonna put it, because I don't know what else to put in there. To make it kind of mute down a little bit. Of all the colors in the range. Colors on the range. Okay, let's just leave that alone. And I am just gonna fill this little cartridge that was in the pin. I'm gonna do it over the water because it's awfully small. Yeah, I might have to get the syringe. Yep. I'll have to do that off camera. but we can still use the pen here. And write a word. Let's write blueberry. Yeah. As it kind of goes down, you know, it's looking very lovely. Okay, I'm liking it. So I'm gonna have to get this, oh wait, I have a syringe right here. I forgot I moved this bowl of everything I had cleaned over here. So I need this part and this part and a needle part. So when you do this, you just put the needle on, put the plunger in, take your ink, and I just kind of suck it all up. And I'm gonna feel the, whoa, I knew that was gonna happen. I knew it, I could feel it. Woo. Okay, Catherine made a mess. I knew it, I knew it. Okay, I'm gonna pause and go clean my hands up. Okay, I'm back and my hands are somewhat cleaner. Okay, so I promise I've done that before. I feel like an amateur, I guess. Okay, so see this? No ink will go wasted for Catherine. So I'm gonna lay this page in my ink journal on here. See if it will suck anything up. It did a little bit. And then I can cut this out and maybe put it down here, you know, as a swatch or something. What do you think? Or maybe I could just do this. Yep, so you got somewhat of a little background there. And then I also like this. Can you see? I'm sorry, I kind of probably got out of the, I just pull it back up. And then I like to just go like this. And put some squirts. I do this on my journal pages a lot in my like Hobonichi. Okay, I've got it all out. And then you could probably even do your pipette on there. I don't know. Have fun with it, you know? Try not to waste inks. That's what I'm thinking about because they are not cheap anymore. Well, I say anymore, but I'm new. Okay, so I'm gonna sit this aside and let it dry. Okay, so I did manage to get some in there. Most of it went here. So let's get the thing. It's like I had never done that before. It's so weird. Okay, let's see if this works. Look, y'all, brand new. It's completely white up there. I'm gonna have to, it's probably gonna have to sit like the other. So I can't get the nib over there. Yeah, it's gonna need to sit. Oh, here it goes. It's working, it's going. It's feeling it. Nope. It's tired. Okay, we'll put it aside. Okay. So let's see how this one is doing. Again, it was these two, and we've kind of gotten that. And then it was these two, and we've gotten that, which is kind of a burnt orange. Yay! Very light though. Yeah, it's a little light. when you just write. Little light for me. So what do you think? I think I need to continue to play around. But that right there is exactly what I was wanting, because that looks really good with this. So maybe I need to add a little bit more red. And then this one, it's a little bit more darker than I was wanting, but let's try. Yeah, I think it needs to be lighter. It always looks different. Like I said with this Lamy, when I went like that the first time, it was fine. But then when I put it in the pen and it got into the feed and you started writing, it didn't look as the same to me, see? Like I was wanting more of a mauve, but this is a burgundy. So I'm thinking it needs more brown. And for that, I would use the Yamaguri. Well, I still like I'm calling it Sugar Mint Candy Sparkle and my Smoky Grape. But I need to work on this one and this one and this one. No, that one, I just need to make it lighter, that one darker. Let me know what y'all do, what y'all like when you're mixing inks, and I hope this was fun and enjoyable. It was fun for me. And again, this is only my second attempt. I did these few last night and then the ones today. So I'm still learning myself. I am no expert. But anyways, I hope everybody has a lovely weekend, and I will talk to you soon.